Now then, boys, how we doing? Just thought of share another bit of mindset shift that I've had recently. I know I did a video at first that was showing like the sort of long-term goals, short-term goals, medium-term goals. I think that's a really good way of thinking about it at the start. But recently, I've kind of just let myself not think about it anymore, if that makes sense. And I think that's just working. I think because I'm so far into the process now that things are just becoming habitual. And I'd seriously recommend this. Like, the power of it is like really, really, really strong. Like, yes, you do need that upfront mental effort to start doing something, but once it becomes habitual, it's kind of like you're not even thinking about it anymore. Like, the weight loss now is not taking up any part of my mind. It's not taking up any part of my, sort of daily thoughts, because it's just happening on autopilot, right? And that's exactly how I wanted it to be. And I think that's exactly how it should be. Realistically, any weight loss journey that's going to take a fair amount of time, any weight loss journey that's a certain amount of pounds, a decent amount of weight, it's going to take a minute, and you can't just do it in a couple of weeks. So this sort of idea that you can just brute force it, it's just not realistic. And I think, in reality, you're going to have to get some kind of habitual element to this, especially because when you lose the weight, you want to keep it off, right? So if you don't get used to doing some form of exercise, or eating a certain amount of calories, that's low enough for you to maintain, then you're just going to bounce right back. So pure brute forcing it is just not really the way to do it. So yeah, I'm really, really happy that it's becoming more habitual now. And I think, if anyone's following along, I'd strongly suggest that take steps to enable that. And one of those big steps for me is just making as many things not a decision, right? So when I get up in the morning, I have the same breakfast. And I think that's, some people are going to say, oh yeah, but I can't not have variety. You can. You can. Like, it sounds like a kid. It sounds like a child's response, right? Oh, I don't want to eat the same thing. Like, that's what kids say. Like, just do it. Just eat the same thing, and you won't have to think about what you're making for breakfast, right? And look, if you have a few different things that you cycle through, fair enough. If you've got the mental effort and energy to want to do that and keep switching it around all the time, I'm not going to tell you can't do that. But if you're struggling, then just eat the same breakfast, because that's what I'm doing, and it means you don't have to think about that. I actually do the same thing for lunch. Just have the same lunch every day, and I don't get bored of it because it's a nice lunch, right? Every so often I will switch it up, but it's not something that I like change every day. Why? Just so it's more complication, just so it's harder to plan. So yeah, that has massively helped. Just, I don't have to think about those 2 meals in the day. I just know exactly what they're going to be, and they're super filling and super high in protein, right? So like, it just works. The only thing that I have different every day, and I don't actually have it differently every day, but just most days is dinner, tea. The only reason for that is just, I'm saying I want a bit of variety. That's the amount of variety that I need. Some people might not even need that. Some people just eat the same thing every evening. For me, I think that's a bit much, but I totally get it. It's easier to plan. You don't have to think about another meal again. Like, I totally get it. So that's just, that concept is something that I've been applying to other things as well, like tracking your calories, right? As in exercise, calories burned. Everyone goes around with these watches, right? And like they'll look at the treadmill and they'll try to see how many calories they've burned or whatever, try doing all these calculations. Just do steps, man. Like, honestly, for me, that just works. And it's got to the point where I don't even need to look at my steps, because I know how many steps the walk that I do, like, I know how many steps like that gets. So I just know to do, because I go for a walk in the morning, at lunch, and in the evening as well. And one of those is just to the gym and back, right? So it actually fits in with my day really well. And that is it. Like that's all I need to do. I don't have to do any cardio. I don't have to sweat my ass off in the gym, and put like a ridiculous amount of effort in. Yeah, I do actually enjoy cardio when I'm at the right weight, and I can't wait to get back involved in cardio. But yeah, for the minute, I'm just doing something really, really easy. Put a podcast on, listen to some YouTube videos, whatever, or just listen to music, right? While I'm doing the steps. So, and even that's become habitual. Just get up. I know to do my walk to the gym. I know to then do it again at lunch and again in the evening. I'm just working like clockwork. So yeah, the update's a good one, really. I've lost another half a stone basically. So I went from, I think last time I did a proper update, I was like 14 stone 1, and now about 13 stone 8. So I feel way better already. I'm looking quite a bit better, but really the looks don't improve that much until you get like super low. So yeah, like I'm just, it's mainly a feeling at the minute, and also there is a lot of excitement there. I kind of even though it's on autopilot, I kind of just wish I could just fast forward a few weeks, just get there. But I know that I just need to be patient and just keep doing what I'm doing. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at so far. And yeah, if anyone's trying to do the same thing, I highly recommend this concept of just making things habitual. Not, don't complicate it is the point. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just find out what works to lose a certain amount of weight per week and keep doing it. And eventually it just becomes easy. And, I feel like I'm already in the mindset that I need to be in for when I actually am in that shape to maintain. I feel like I've already solved the problem. It's now just a waiting game. The good thing is, in the meantime, I can focus on getting some strength back and putting some muscle on. So, there is a good thing. There is an upside to having to wait. I can now focus on spending a bit more time, like thinking about working out. And to be honest, I don't need to think about that either. But I can, put a bit of effort into that and use that time that I'm gonna have to spend anyway. I've got to wait until I can lose the weight. It's got to come off. In that, over time. So I may as well train during that time. So yeah, that's the plan. And in that regard, when it comes to training, it's just like success after success. I mean, I often give this example because it's the easiest one to track, but incline dumbbell press, I started when I got back in the gym probably only a month ago now. It was 26 kilograms I could get 12 reps with that on the incline bench press, which compared to what I used to do is pathetic. And it left me like incredibly sore. Whereas now I'm doing 34s, got 11 reps for that today, and I'll be recovered in a couple of days and be able to do it again. Right, I'm literally going up every time. I'm thinking probably to go to 36s next time. So I'm making that journey right back up to 40 kilograms, and I think the journey from 40 kilograms to 50 kilograms will be a lot slower and more difficult, but it's making me really happy that I can just jump through these weights. Similar things happening with bent over rows. I was very strong at bent over rows. At my peak I was doing well over 100 kilogram bent over rows. So now I'm back up to 80. And when I first went back to the gym, I was doing like the bar plus 10 aside, so 40. So I've doubled what I was doing when I got back to the gym, and I'm able to recover that from that really easily as well. So yeah, it's just good all round in the gym really, and I'm really, really enjoying it. And that is kind of for me the barometer of are you doing stuff right? Because if you're enjoying the gym, then you'll keep going to the gym, right? And that's what I've always thought. So I'm keeping my sessions, not too long, doing the exercise I enjoy, and it's working. So yeah, really, really good news. And yeah, for anyone watching, hope this inspires you to get back in the gym. It's literally been a month for me. I've only been dieting for 2 months. I've lost 1.5 stone, and I've regained so much strength. This is how soon you can get back in, like it's such a short process, like for most people that are not like, they don't have to lose like 200 pounds, like guys, it's not taking long at all. It's really not. And the time's going to pass whether you're doing this or not. So why not just, get back into your old habits again and get back into the gym, get back doing your steps, get back eating well. Why not? Anyway, that's about it. See ya.